T the Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now. Yeah, I'm two up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the London Black Knights. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This is taken at the 3. Spins away. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ricardo Lewis, 49 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now Edmonds. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain. But it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carl Nassib able to drop him for a loss of 4. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving. Here's Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They run with Edmonds. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second is Watson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Richmond. Come back.
On second down, here's Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now back out comes the offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need?
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
He'll get it up the middle. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Over!
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. In the backfield, the pass protect, and sometimes try to protect the QB, you hold.
And the key word, as you noted, protect, right? Sometimes you get out of position, get out of whack. It's just quarterback protect mode, and he got nailed for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll dump it off to Procise. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they'll run it here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Rolling to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Deshaun Hamilton, 30 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is T.J. Logan to return it. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the... Panthers, they'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson flushed out right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Watson now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Come back, come back.
Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And they'll go on the ground. Got some room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
To throw is Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He dumps it down to England. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off of play action, it's Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Good, good! Good, good!
Here's Breida. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.